Hey, this is Mike Zapart with Compass.
And Mike Wieczorek with Stonehaven Mortgage.
And today we're going to do how is the market. We're going to do a recap of year 2020. I know it was a difficult year for a lot of people, and it was a crazy year in real estate. And so we get a lot of questions asked, how is the market? Mike, how is the market? How are the interest rates right now?
I mean, I think everybody's probably heard, but the interest rates are lower than they ever have been, right? There's definitely a wide open invitation to look into home ownership, and it's really never been more affordable than it is today.
Yeah, actually, Mike is just refinancing my personal residence, and we're getting a 2% interest mortgage rate. It's crazy low right now. So let's do a recap. How is the market in Northwest suburbs for 2020? Last year, the prices went up. The average price was $354,000, which is full $1,200, $500 more than the year before in 2019. That's an average increase of about 3.5%. So if you're a homeowner, that's a great news for you. If you're a home buyer, keep an eye on that because the prices might continue to go up. You know, even with Mike's help and a low interest rate, the prices might creep up a little bit. They're going to get outpriced out of some of the markets, right? Yeah. Mike, what's your advice to buyers looking to secure a new home and secure the new low interest rate right now?
Well, definitely the sooner the better as far as looking into it, not hypotheticals, but actually applying with a lender and having somebody comb through the credit, making sure that you're in a position to get those low interest rates. Because interest rates are low, but inherently if you don't have some things in place, they will incrementally get higher. So let's get the credit in order. Let's make sure that the income is in line. Let's know what we're shopping for, what's in our budget, how much that's going to cost. Is it comfortable? And then get excited and get out there in those areas that you really want to look at because again, you're saying home prices are going up, but guys, you certainly can buy more still than ever before too.
Yeah, we want to help you secure a low mortgage payment, a low monthly payment, right? So when you live in the house, you can live there comfortably. So one of the things that we track each year is how many homes sold in 2020. Actually, the number was 194 more homes sold in the year 2020 than in 2019, which is almost 11% increase, right? So even in the pandemic impacted year, right, we had a lot more home sales, right? So the homes are moving, the market is flowing. Homes, when they get listed, they usually sell within 48 to 72 hours. So what Mike was saying before, get all the ducks in a row. So when you're going in, there's multiple offer situations, your offer can stand out. And Mike has some great advice how to help you do that.
Yeah, so obviously we want to complete the pre-approval process, make sure that you have that piece of paper in hand when you're going to submit your offer. Because what happens is the people that are getting pre-approved are really us, the bank, those that are issuing the letter. So most oftentimes that realtor that has the home for sale is going to call us and say, hey, what is behind this piece of paper? Is this person pre-approved? How confident can we be if we accept this offer? And of course, we'll be jumping for joy and telling them at that point that you've gone through a full, underwrite and that this absolutely is a loan that we just needed an address for and we can move to closing. That will separate you from the next offer if somebody is one, not even picking up, but two, has not gone through a full pre-approval. That is the difference, especially today, as you know, for those offers getting accepted or not. Now, two more ways, just off the top. If you have a property that you have in your possession you own right now without a loan on it, well, heck, there's a real opportunity to tap into the equity on that property and utilize it for leverage and a cash offer on the new property. Cash offers with no contingencies, there's no need for waiting for the funding of a loan, is a very appetizing offer to somebody who's looking to sell their home. So cashing out on your current property would be that second option. And then third is, maybe there's four, right? So it could either be qualifying for both properties, that not having to sell your current property, right?
And keep it as an investment piece, right? There's a very popular option right now with the low interest rate.
Yeah.
If you don't want to sell your home, you want to buy the next property, you qualify for a second purchase, you can refinance to a low interest rate on your primary residence right now, buy a second home and keep that one as an investment property and have income generation for retirement down the road.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, there's been more, people finding themselves investing in real estate with the current environment because a lot of times it does make sense to keep your current home. The rental market is fantastic right now. It is fantastic. And so if you're going to look for, in the future to build a portfolio of real estate, you might not have to wait as long as you thought. It is an opportunity right now. But yeah, absolutely, you might be able to qualify for for both properties, given the fact that rates are so low. So definitely check in. That's the first and foremost, right? Is just start with the actual phone call, inquire, apply, provide your documentation, and get the real story to where your current position is, and what it'll take to get into a home.
Yeah, one of the great things that Mike and his team, they will do, like if you decide to get pre-approved with them and you're making an offer on the property, we'll give the listing agent a heads up that his team is going to be calling to put a good word in for a buyer, and also discuss everything that's on pre-approval to make that seller feel more comfortable accepting your offer versus the competition.
Yeah, that's a big deal, and thanks for reminding me of that, Mike, just because that's one of the things that we get excited about is when we make that phone call and say, hey, just wanted to let you know this is Mike from Stonehaven. I'm following up on that offer that you received. I'm the one behind the pre-approval. Man, I want to let you know that this is what we've done on that, right? We've collected the documentation, we've put it through the desktop underwriter and have an approved eligible. So that's like the industry standard of approvals. That will get their attention to say, oh, wait, oh, thank you. Most oftentimes, those people are blown back by the due diligence. So if you do some things up front, you have a real opportunity to position yourself for getting that offer accepted.
There's nothing worse of being as a seller, right? When you have a buyer under contract and their loan officer is not picking up phone calls and there's loan delays and your closing date is being shifted. You don't know when you're gonna get your movers organized or getting things out of the house, and you keep calling and the loan officer never picks up. That's like the most stressful thing that you can go through. So my recommendation, if you're a home seller, make sure that the offer that you're accepting, you have a good communication with that lender, so you can inquire about details and when that loan is going to close, and hopefully it closes on time.
Absolutely.
Right? So let's talk a little bit about inventory. We kind of touched a little bit on this. If you're a home seller, you're in a really great position right now. When we did our statistics in 2020, there was 681 less listings available on average than a year before, right? So that's about 17% less inventory than year before. In a pandemic impacted year, a lot of sellers decided not to put the homes on the market. And even the low interest rates and a lot of activity, a lot of showings, a lot of buyers create a big pent-up demand. So if you're a home seller right now, you might be in great position to put your home on the market and get a lot of attention and sell your home pretty quick.
Absolutely. There's people out there shopping every day, and never have you had a more captive audience online either. So obviously, Mike, and you take great pride in having good pictures. So have good representation as well on the sell side, and make sure that those people that are looking online are viewing your home appropriately.
Right. Yeah. So our next point that we usually track each month is months of inventory. Months of inventory shows how many available homes get under contract and how many of those homes sell each month, right? So right now in 2020, when we started the year, was 4.3 months of available homes to purchase, and this whole year the statistics get dropping, and we finish with 2.9 months of inventory of available homes right now, right? So our stable market is anywhere from 5 to 6 months. So if you're a home buyer, there's not a lot of options available. I always get calls, hey, this listing just became available, let's go, let's make an offer right away, right? So again, great situation for home sellers. You might be able to sell your home really quick.
Absolutely.
Right. So one of the last indices that we track and the KPI, our performance indicators, is amount of showings. When I did my statistics for each month in 2020, on average there was over 830 more showings each month than the year before, right? Crazy stat. You would never expect that in the year 2020, when we lost March, April, and beginning of May due to the lockdown and people were supposed to be staying home. Actually, we generated more showings for homes in 2020 than the year before.
It just shows that the demand is there for people to really get a safe, comfortable space where they can do much more than we have seen in the home in the last couple of decades, really.
Right, and also I think the pandemic, when they were locked in their own homes for 60, 90 days, they decided the space that they currently occupy might be not the perfect spot for them right now, right? There might be some lifestyle changes where a lot of people got shifted from working from the office, working from home, right? So home office spaces are very desirable, right? There's a lot of kids, you might have a little baby boom coming pretty soon, right? So the people that are planning ahead, they're like, hey, we need another bedroom for another member of our family, right? So there's a lot of lifestyle changes creating that demand for new homes or for homes being sold in 2021. right? So the last number that we keep track is the increase in showings per listing, right? In 2020, the average number went from 5.9 to almost 8 showings per listing, right? So if you're a home seller, you have a great property, you want to get it sold in 2001, you're going to get 2021, you're going to get a lot of showings. Just put the home on the market, let our team handle the marketing. Mike will vet and pre-qualify all the prospective buyers for your home, and we can get a lot of attention and get you a great sale price for that house.
Yeah, and like I said before, guys, you can have a fantastic realtor and have somebody that's not so focused on the presentation of your home. Mm-hmm. Mike here is very focused and very proud of the fact that he has the equipment and the people and the know-how to get your home not only the price it deserves, but like the recognition online for those viewers to make it to the property. So,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So if you're curious about your area or your neighborhood, how is the market in your subdivision, or you want to know what are some of the trends for 2021, if you're a home seller or home buyer, reach out to us. We're here to help. We will generate custom reports and we'll get your property sold, or we'll help you buy a next dream home.
Yeah, or make you a landlord. You never knew, but maybe you'll have 2 homes by the end
Yeah,
of the year.
Get you some investment property so you can generate some rental income.
Right.
So thank you for watching today's show. Reach out. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.